And salutations. Welcome to another vlog. What I wanted to talk about was this was around middle school-ish, probably. I think we've all had a time when we wanted to be liked. I didn't have a lot of friends while I was in middle school. High school was better, but I didn't really have a lot of people that hung out with me. And it wasn't that I was a bad person. Well, it's just everybody's weird in middle school. Everybody wants to fit in to something. And because I looked different and didn't fit that norm, no one wanted to hang out with me. Except for my one friend. But the point is, I wanted to be liked so desperately. I found this friend. And she dogged me every day. She made fun of me. She would get me to do her dirty work for her, and I still called her a friend. It got to the point where her parents had to get involved, my mom had to get involved. It was a whole thing. She used to make fun of me, and it got to the point where, I used to go to school with a nurse, back then. The nurse had to tell my mom, this girl is making fun of Jazz and making her do stuff. She would mistreat me.
In what ways? So what would she ask you to do, and what would you oblige yourself to do just for acceptance?
Well, maybe not do, she'd just make fun of me. She'd say, you're ugly, or you're this, or you're that. Something like that. And then she would come back to me and tell me, still call me a friend. And things like that. I can't remember a specific time because it was every day she would make fun of me. It was more underhanded comments. And she's well, Jazz will do anything for a friend. She'll do this, she'll do that. Not that I would do anything. It's just she'd make fun of the way I talked. She'd make fun of the way I walked. All of that. And then say, I'm just kidding. You know I like you. But then she'd talk about me behind my back. Things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
how did the situation really come to a head, and what did you learn?
It came to a head when it got to the point where I was kind of obsessive about her and the situation. I was so happy that I had a friend that I was willing to take it. I think my mom went to a birthday party with me, and it wasn't the girl's birthday party, but she was there. And I introduced my mom to her. And I think she observed how this girl treated me. And she said, Jasmine, this girl's not your friend. She's making fun of you. She's being mean. And I said, you don't understand. She's my friend. And my mom said, she's not. She just called you ugly or something, and you're just going to eat that. And I'm well, maybe sometimes I am ugly. She would know. She's my friend. And I was no, she's not. And then I realized that she herself was a foster child. She had it way worse than me. I know she tried to burn her house down. I think the reason why my mom got involved is because she had bruises on her. And my mom, being a nurse and a mandated reporter, something like that, had to report it. Then the girl calls me screaming and yelling about it. I think what wound up happening in high school, she went off to some mental institution. That's how bad it got. That's how it came to a head, was my mom having to call social services on the family, not realizing that they were already involved and that her entire family was a shit show. I know she tried to burn her house down. I know she was a cutter. There were all these other things. She used to tell me I should try to do it too, cut myself. It would feel better. I never did, because I was a wuss, and I'm that sounds painful. I'm not going to do that. So, I really wanted her to like me. And because I didn't have anybody else, I was willing to just sit with that. And it makes me upset, because at least I was still in middle school. At least I still had a family to support me and tell me what was wrong. I see adults who still go through this, who still want to be accepted, and allow their peers to make fun of them and berate them and degrade them. It's sad. It's really sad. What do you?
Do you think that maybe perhaps because of her family being in the way that it was, that her bullying wasn't necessarily purposeful.
No, now that I'm older, hurt people. I think she was just really upset. She found an easy target, me, and she was able to channel that anger into me and all the other kids that she probably picked on. Now that I'm older, I feel sorry for her. I hope she got the help that she needed. I doubt it, because like it was really bad. Like you could tell there was no amount of help that was good. The damage was done. But she definitely just did it because she was hurt. And what you don't know then, you know now, I guess. I think it just more so upset me to know that I was willing to do anything for her in order for her to like me. Like all of her friends would make fun of me and say they were just kidding, and I'd take it.
What do you think it was about her that attracted you as a friend? Like she attracted you to her to be a friend?
This is gonna sound crazy. I think dysfunction breeds dysfunction. I think we were both. Not that I had a dysfunctional life, but I was hurting, and she was hurting. And I think we were subconsciously drawn to one another. She was just a little savvier and not as sheltered as I was. I think that's what mainly did it. And in the beginning, she was nice to me. She was cool, and then, you start seeing I started seeing her true colors. Well, I mean, I always knew she wasn't a friend, but I didn't care. I think that's what drew me to her, was that she was the only one that showed me any kind of attention. I used to get jealous because all these other people had friends, and I felt like I didn't have anybody in the beginning.
It's definitely rough growing up.
It's rough, but I got over it, and I quickly realized that everyone had their issues in middle school. No one really had a friend. They were just, you know what I mean? We were all just confused children walking around. Like, if I had to do it over, I wouldn't. Middle school was awful. I'm sure you can relate to that. It was rough. And I think on that note, we're going to end it for today. Lesson of the day, don't let anybody dog you. Try to, that little voice in the back of your head that I had saying something's not quite right, you listen to that. I shouldn't listen to that. That's what you should do. Listen to that voice in the back of your head, because most of the time it's right. If you like this video, comment below. Tell me a story about the situation you had. Follow me on social media. Give the video a thumbs up. And please subscribe. Have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend, and stay blessed. Goodbye.